Hey everyone, Arashi here, back in with another upload. And in today's video, I'm just going to be talking about the recent criticism that I got on my last video, and also just my understanding in what I like to see coming out of Star Wars. So the first topic that I want to actually talk about is people seem to have thought that I don't like to see anything new coming to Star Wars, and that is absolutely not the case. In fact, if you go back and watch some of my past videos, you would understand that I actually embrace new characters and I want to love them. But when the writing is bad, like in Acolyte with Osha and May, I just can't like them. When the writing is bad with characters like Reva, I just can't like them. It's not that I'm already judging them before they even made their on-screen appearance. It's just a pure fact that once they start getting written in, it's like the writers just want to destroy what's already established in Star Wars. I mean, heck, if you go back and watch some of my videos, my playlist, especially my Can the Sequel Characters Be Redeemed series, I would not actually waste my time making those videos if I didn't enjoy the characters. I think characters like Rey and Kylo, I think they're all cool. I think Finn was cool. I think Poe Dameron was cool. I think that they all are just victims of bad writing in Rian Johnson and directors and producers and all that stuff that's going on at Disney. I mean, heck, that's why I made the videos, because can they be redeemed is pretty much the question. You know, can they be redeemed? Can we actually get Star Wars fans to like these characters? Because I believe that they actually can be good characters and they can be well received by fans. But one of my biggest gripes about Reva is that she was in the Obi-Wan Kenobi TV show, and she pretty much had a similar or more screen time than Obi-Wan. And also, that's one of my biggest issues, is that the pure fact that she had so much screen time in a show about Obi-Wan, it was almost like they're trying to force Reva into this spot instead of respecting the past and respecting the name of the show. I just really wanted to see more Obi-Wan and Darth Vader, man. That's pretty much one of my main complaints about the Obi-Wan TV show. And I also loved Baylan Skoll and Shin Hati, but you know, I've made plethora of videos talking about them before because they're really good new characters of Star Wars. And I embrace new characters of Star Wars, but the issue is that's going on with Disney right now is that they're trying to destroy or alter already established lore within Star Wars and then try to big up what's going on now. And this is something that I've hated about media and TV shows that have happened in the past too. You don't have to shit on the past in order to bring up the future, and that's one of my biggest complaints about more recent Disney Star Wars content. You can bring in new characters in Star Wars. You can bring in new ideas in Star Wars. I have no issue with that, but the issue is that Star Wars is already such a, you know, it's already complete essentially, but we're adding stuff in. But when you add stuff in, it doesn't necessarily make sense to destroy things that's already been established in past lore or been established in past TV shows, whatever. It doesn't make any sense to destroy that stuff just to bring up the new stuff. And I've explained that in many past videos, but I know a lot of people are new here, and that's just signs that I'm growing, and I appreciate all your guys' feedback and comments and understanding, and I like to see your guys' understanding of Star Wars too outside of just my own. But the other big topic that I want to talk about is that Acolyte really didn't show us what they promised that they were going to show us. Acolyte was marketed as the Sith perspective on the Jedi in the galaxy, but it's really not. If you look at the show itself, it just pretty much says, oh, the Jedi are bad and that they're the cause of a lot of issues. All right, we've already known that before. We've seen the Jedi be flawed before. We know that they're not perfect, but what I wanted to see was the actual Sith perspective. I wanted to see how the Sith would have to move throughout the galaxy. How do you have to move throughout the galaxy when it's full of Jedi and they're at the height of their power? How do you plan and scheme when there's a bunch of Jedi around every single last corner? And then this is something that, I mean, it can be explained into season 2, but at this point, I honestly don't think that Acolyte's going to get a season 2. But if it were, this is something that we didn't necessarily even get established in season 1. Like, I understand the point of season 1 is to establish Osha and May, but if we were to get a season 2, it would have to, I would honestly want it to be under completely new direction, under new producers, under new directors, and under a new lead. And that actually has a lot to do with Leslie Headland herself, and there's a whole interview that I was looking at earlier that I was thinking about reviewing that she was talking about in the show, and she really shows that she's kind of lost, although she does actually have a couple good points. And there's a few things that I actually really appreciate that she did while working on Acolyte that she talked about in her interview, and I can honestly say I appreciate that because that's more than what most directors and especially Rian Johnson would have done. But overall, although I don't like Osha and May, I'm sorry, I just don't like their characters whatsoever. It's not the fact that they're original chosen ones or whatever you want to say it is. I still believe Anakin Skywalker is the original chosen one. But Osha and May, I really didn't like their characters because of their flip-flopping motivations. It was constant and they never had a concrete plan. And I understand that plans change, but dang. I mean, heck, they changed their minds more than the Denver Broncos have changed quarterbacks since Peyton Manning retired. I mean, this is freaking insane how quick they changed their minds. But overall, I like the character of Chimera. I mean, Chimera was a nice villain. He was a pretty good villain until they really tried to, make that whole love triangle with Osha and him. That was a little bit weird, but I liked his character overall. But honestly, if Star Wars Acolyte was more about Vernestra and Chimera, because we all know Chimera is a former apprentice of Vernestra, that would have made for a better TV show. I mean, honestly, think about it. Imagine removing the whole Osha and May storyline and just focusing it more on the pure fact that there is a fallen Jedi who is now a full-blown Sith who was trained by Plagueis. I mean, that would be insane. And I think that it would actually add a lot of weight to what happened in the show. I mean, imagine you take out Osha and May and you add just this whole scene from episode 5 where he was taking out all the Jedi, and imagine that word getting back to Vernestra. But that's a topic for another video, because I'm actually going to make a video covering that whole subject, so just stay tuned for that. That video should be out by tomorrow. But overall, I don't hate new Star Wars. What I want is good new Star Wars that doesn't shit on the past or already established lore. So I hope that you guys can actually get an understanding of where I'm coming from when I say I don't like Acolyte or I don't like what's been coming out of Star Wars or Disney Star Wars recently. It's not the fact that I don't hate new ideas and I hate new characters. Heck, I try my best to embrace new characters and I try to embrace new ideas, but when it's not written correctly, I just can't get behind it, if that makes any sense. If I don't find it and it doesn't intrigue me and it doesn't pull me in, I can't get behind it. And although that I'm a really small YouTuber, I want to be authentic, because the moment I'm not authentic is the moment that this channel means nothing. And to the people who were calling me racist in the comment section of my last video, I'm honestly not even going to address you guys, because you guys are just freaking ridiculous. I mean, if you go back and look at my past videos, you would understand who I am. But anyway, that's all I got for this video. Let me know your guys' thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. Hopefully this video is able to clear up and help you guys understand my views and feelings towards new Star Wars. May the Force be with you and have a great rest of your day. And also, guys, I just want to throw this out as a PSA, just kind of like something, just me saying to you guys matter, okay? I know this world is very hard right now, and I know it's very rough for a lot of people, and I'm just saying this because I just feel the need to say this because I feel like someone needs to hear this. I know it gets rough, but I promise you there's better days coming ahead. And this world is better with you in it than with you out of it. This world truly is better with you in it. But that's just all I got to say. May the Force be with you, and have a great rest of your day.
You failed, Your Highness. I am a Jedi, like my father before me.